This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Steve Irvin with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. The White House Coronavirus Task Force once again warning Arizona needs to be doing more to slow the spread of COVID-19. Today, the state confirming more than 11,000 new cases and nearly 200 new deaths. The White House says Arizona is seeing the fastest rate of spread in the country, coming at a time when testing is slowing down. In the task force weekly report shared with us by ABC News, they say Arizona, quote, requires a combination of aggressive mitigation with further restrictions and substantial acceleration of vaccinations. Some progress is being made, with officials announcing State Farm Stadium will become a 24-hour vaccination site starting next week. That announcement comes on the heels of Maricopa County opening up the vaccination registration to people in Group 1B. That includes law enforcement, teachers, K-12 school staff, child care workers, and anybody age 75 and older. Dr. Kara Crisp explaining how the new site will work.
Age 75 and older will be able to use that site starting next week. And so it will just be on a first come, first serve by appointment basis. It will be available 24/7. We're anticipating running through about once we get going, running through about 250 to 500 people per hour.
While the state's website will be available, people can also call 211 on Monday to schedule an appointment. The State Farm site will conduct COVID testing as well. Despite hospitals filling up, the state has yet to activate St. Luke's Medical Center, which they initially brought in as an alternate care site if needed. Today, Dr. Chris saying a contract is still in place to use St. Luke's if needed as a step-down facility, although the contract from the summer indicated it could also be used for ICU-level patients. Despite costing millions of dollars, we asked if St. Luke's is a wasted resource if it's not activated.
It's not necessarily the beds that are our barrier, it is the staff. And so we would be faced. I don't think that it's a waste of money, because we can stand it up if we need to, but right now we do have an adequate number of post-acute beds.
Dr. Chris says it is still an option going forward. It's unclear when exactly that would happen, and as we previously reported, it will take 1 to 2 weeks to get going. In our state of education, several Peoria schools will be closed Monday. We broke the story, learning hundreds of teachers had planned to call out sick in protest of in-person learning. Teachers are demanding classes go back to remote learning as COVID cases rise in the valley. A spokesperson for the Peoria Education Association telling us, we know students learn best when in school, but these times are not typical, and we cannot pretend to live as if there was nothing wrong.
Christina Taylor Green. Dorothy Dot Morris. Judge John Roll. Phyllis Schneck. Dorwin Stoddard. And Gabe Zimmerman.
Honoring the lives of those killed in a mass shooting in Tucson 10 years ago today. The city ringing the historic county courthouse bell at 10:10 this morning, marking the time when the first shots were fired on that tragic day. The names of those who died and were hurt read out loud at today's memorial. 6 people were killed in that shooting, including a 9-year-old girl, Christina Taylor Green. 13 others injured, including former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, who was shot in the head. The attack happened during a meet and greet with Giffords. She says a decade later, she remains inspired by the mother of Christine Green and other shooting victims.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. Clouds moving through tonight and a storm system digging through the Four Corners, passing by. Now, this will bring a slight chance of a few snow showers to northeastern Arizona, but that's going to be about it here for us. We stay dry in the valley. We'll pick up winds across most of the state on Saturday, but winds here in the Phoenix metro area are looking generally pretty light. It's northwestern Arizona that we have to worry about. Gusts near 40 miles per hour out there, and a wind advisory for Lake Havasu City and Bullhead City tomorrow. There's a look at your Valley Planner. Sunny and cooler. Highs in the 60s tomorrow afternoon here in Phoenix and down south into Casa Grande and Tucson too. Up north, low to mid 50s in Prescott, Sedona, and Payson, and 40s in the forecast along the Mogollon Rim. There's the next 7 days, 60s through the weekend and early next week. Those 70s, though, back by Wednesday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC 15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.